Hello and a very warm welcome from Phantom DCS World Pakistan. Hope all of you guys are doing well. And finally, we are in Afghanistan. This is the brand new Afghanistan map, and we are in the F-16. We are going to do a brief POV flight from an American pilot's perspective in the F-16. How would it felt like back in 2011? Flying over Afghanistan. Don't really want to go into the politics of it, all against that, all that went down, all the dumb things that happened back then. It's one of the dumbest wars ever. But this is the Afghanistan map, right across the border, and strangely we haven't, getting any opportunity to be there. This is probably the closest we can get. So just taking off from Kandahar Air Base. Let's check out the we've already granted the permission to take off. We'll just slightly smooth in and just take off. Power up, middle power, burners, nose wheel steering off, lining the runway, aligning, 40 knots, 150, nose wheel up, gear up, level on the airfield, 2 knots, heading towards our first waypoint, and that is Kandahar city. So very close, coming out of burners. That's the Kandahar Air Base, and just beautiful scenery in this map. Absolutely amazing. 1,000 feet heading towards Kandahar city. Just going to keep it on the right. Slow down a bit. 450 knots. Amazing Kandahar city views. This is what Afghanistan would have looked like back in the day. 2011, Afghanistan in the summers. Long time. And this is probably a Viper patrol coming out of Kandahar, equipped with air support. So we've reached waypoint 1 and now heading on waypoint 2. Waypoint 2 is Camp Bastion. I'm going to set this up, power up our targeting pod, and just fly over to our waypoint 2 Camp Bastion. Amazing views of the Afghanistan terrain. Beautiful terrain, beautiful terrain. Let's settle down at radar altitude of 5,000 feet. It's easier for everyone. Beautiful views of Afghanistan. Terrain, they've done a great job with the terrain, eagle dynamics. It's been a while coming. Let's in fact settle down at 10,000 feet. Feet, just a little offset. Air to ground mode. Let's turn off the radar and see if we have a TGP. TGP is still timed out. No JDAMs today. 10,000 feet. We are going to do an altitude hold and just take a look at these beautiful views. Amazing views of Afghanistan. Must have been quite an experience being there for all the wrong reasons, but quite the experience. And we have the PGP. Let's make it as our sensor of interest. Let's have a closer look. Let's snowplow it. Cursor 0. It's in the TV mode. A little while off. Let's see. Yep, there's Bastion. Nice. Right inside, let's set the HSD up. Offset. Right inside offset, just so we can keep an eye with our sensor of interest. Set. So I've been watching a few documentaries about Afghanistan recently with all the interest that's been gathered, and it's just depressing. It's just depressing what happened down there. It's depressing still what is going down there, and Pakistan having to just be across the border. Everybody back home. The Americans are back home. The Europeans are back home, and us Pakistanis just across the border are left to deal with the mess. So let's hope things turn for the better. Both the Afghan and Pakistani people have suffered a lot in this war, and let's hope things get better. It's not the ideal view, but it is what it is. So 10,000 feet, moving towards our first waypoint, Camp Bastion. Let's get a little bit closer, and we'll meet you there and get you guys back into the action. So rejoining again, we are 30 seconds out to next waypoint, which is the Shindad Heli base, and as you can see, much closer. Again, a whole lot of detail has gone in, lots and lots of detail into the map, lots and lots of detail onto the base. Exceptional, amazing work done by the Eagle Dynamics team over Afghanistan. One more time. It's just surreal. It's just something probably we haven't experienced in any other map as yet, and even more so for us because it's just across the border. There's so much shared history between Pakistan and Afghanistan, and just to be here and be able to see it up close in a simulated environment like the Digital Combat Simulator, it's just amazing. We've heard of all these cities, these names, these places. It's just part of our imagination, but now we can see it in real life in the virtual airspace of Digital Combat Simulator. Next up will be Herat, as we just have a look at on our right hand side, 20,000 feet. And this is an amazing view. The field of view is amazing. The sense of detail that is out there is absolutely awesome. I'm pretty sure probably those who have flown in these areas, they will be able to recall. It's going to give them a sense of deja vu once they're here. But for us, it's just a surreal experience. We're going to do it in a simulator over Afghanistan. Making our right hand turn. That's the base. That's the heli base. Right hand turn now. And now lining up for our next waypoint. Just keeping it on the right hand side offset. Fly up to Herat city before heading back to Kandahar home base. 9,500 feet. Set up the altitude hold. Switch to the next waypoint, which is 6 minutes out. Look at the city, should be visible. Oh, a ton of detail again. So we'll catch you as we get closer, and and then we'll fly back. So catch you guys. Alright, so 1 minute out of Herat, and let's go and take a closer look. Let's shut down the air to ground mode and let's dive in a bit deeper and towards the city. Oh, we are right on top of the airport. This is going to be an interesting leveling off. Just the detail in this, my god, this is amazing. 10th crossing into 10,000 feet. I was wondering if there was an airstrip over there, and there it is.
Altitude.
Just getting closer in on the city, diving in. Radar altitude is at around 1,000 feet. So this is 1,200 feet over the Herat city, across the western end of Afghanistan near the Iranian border. And this is what the city looks like. 4,450 knots, 4,500 is what the altitude is indicating. Radar altitude is around 1,500 feet. It's a green, populated city. The glare on the screen is amazing. Oh, this is now the densely populated area. This is proper downtown. Proper downtown. Look at the intensity. All the buildings somehow look the same. It's a bit Sim City-ish. I'm sure it's tough for them to get all the colors right, but lots and lots of detail. Lots and lots of detail in the city. So that's Herat, the western side of Afghanistan. What are those aircraft? Oh my god! Then they disappear. Some ghost aircraft on the Afghanistan map. Some old ghosts still lingering on. So now let's get out of here. Let's gain some altitude. Head out to Kandahar. Land, and just wanted to give you a preview of what the map is like. Let's line up here all the way back to Kandahar. Set in the waypoint is 4. Yes. 4 around. This is waypoint 4, waypoint 5, all the way back, 10,000 feet. Let's head into closer to 20,000 feet so we can cruise nicely back home. And we're going to do an overhead break and catch you near the Kandahar city. Alright, so 2 minutes out of Kandahar, almost there. Running back to home base. And this is our chance to have a look at this hard work going on. Now we're going to invite country. Downtown and low altitude view of Kandahar is dropping down. Starts to take in from the graphics card. cruising through what a very hard work that's going on. Map India. This two of let's on. Oh, what is this? There's some Tristan. Cloud cover, and we are everything is good. Fuel state's good.
Infield 1-1 inbound. Infield 1-1. Fly heading 237. Fort 1-1. QS 26.54. Runway 05 to pattern altitude. Infield 1-1. Cleared for visual. Contact tower. Infield 1-1. Request landing.
Feet runway. Okay. Let's start. Drag.
Altitude.
Feet around 1500. Settle in. Make a left hand overhead brake over the base area, and then head down for touchdown. So one huge base, huge base. On before. 2.3 trillion dollars spent on this war. This one we will make a left hand base leg. We actually gained a few hundred feet. Losing altitude. So now really power down. Brakes in. Hmm. 5 degree
Altitude.
left hand turn should be enough. I think we have a little bit of weight on us. 5 degree nose down left hand turn should be enough to put us in a decent approach. Gaining a little bit of speed. And 75 knots is but nonetheless. And 75 knots, gear down, 3 greens. Lining up on the runway, lined up, 175 knots, just taking out a bit of power, 175, really nice and smooth, 169, so much detail on the map. A little bit of flare, powered up. All the power, nice. So done a bit of aero braking, we just lost so many frames. Air brakes out. Just pulling it back. And we are down on the ground. So that, ladies and gents, one map that has been made available. Much loss of frames on the landing, couldn't aero brake, but next time, hope you enjoyed this little ride.